Hello students, now I shall explain you the last stanza of the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, written by Stephen Spender. Now let's come to the last stanza of the poem, the fourth stanza. Once again children, before going for the fourth stanza, solve the unsolved questions of extract 3 from your BBC. The fourth stanza of the poem, it ended with the optimism. The poet depicts the optimism for the slum children. What hope but optimism he shows? Let's read the stanza. The first line is, unless governor inspector visit. Unless governor inspector visitor. These schools, these elementary schools in slum, they only exist for the sake of name. Nobody cares about the upbringing, about the development, about the growth of children in these schools. So these schools generally exist merely for namesake. They spring into life when a governor, inspector, or a visitor comes to visit them. When there is some inspection, when people like governor, inspector, or some other important visitor come to visit the school, then only life comes into spring. Then only activities happen in the school. So the poet then appeals to all those people, all those administrative officials, those governor, inspector, and visitors. When they come to visit the school, he appeals to them to make efforts to improve the condition of these schools. If they will do something, then only the condition of children can be improved in this slum schools. This map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. He says, when these administration, these people will do something to improve the condition of children in the schools, then only the maps, they will become their windows. This map will become the window when the slum children are enabled to see the hidden beauty of the world, which shut their lives and hopes like catacombs. Catacombs. What is catacomb? These are the underground chambers used for burying dead people, especially in ancient time. In the old time, there were catacombs. There were the chambers, underground chambers, where the people were buried, especially those who died in the wars. So he says that when these people, these visitors, will make efforts to improve the condition of these children, then only these maps which are hung in their classroom, they will become the window, and in those, through those windows, they'll able to see the hidden beauty of the world. And otherwise the life is like their hopes are closed into those catacombs where dead people are buried. Break, oh break, open till they break the town and show the children to green fields and make their world. Then he appeals, then he urges to the administration to free these children from the concentrations of these dirty slums and let them breathe in a healthy environment. Break, oh break. He says, break these concrete structures, break, make them free, make them liberate from this unhealthy slums, from the concentrations of these dirty slums, and let them breathe in a healthy environment. Run azure on gold sands and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open. The poet would like for the slum children to bask in the vastness of the world, which exposes them to the green field and let them run carefree on the golden sands, for the world of the children would never confined within walls. The children should be exposed to the world of book. Once again, I'm explaining. Run azure on gold sands and let their tongue run naked into books and white and green leaves open. When the poet says, when they will have the exposure of books, the exposure of education, then only they will be exposed to the green field, and then they will able to run carefree on these golden sands, because for the world of the children should never confined within these walls, the walls of the slum area. These children should be exposed to the world of books, the world of knowledge, the world of education. History there whose language is the sun. Sun here symbolizes the light of education. Thus he says these children should be educated so that they can break themselves free from the confines of slum. They will create history when they will get the exposure of education. These children, when they'll get the exposure of education, then they themselves can break free from the confines of slums. It is the education alone that can transform the world. Education can change their world. Then only they can make a mark in history by shining and glowing like the sun. So there is hope for them only in education. If there is any hope for these children, it is only through education. Then their language will become sun, and that will burn away the fog. When they will be educated, when they will get knowledge, then with that knowledge they'll shine like a sun, and with that shine, with that brightness, they will burn away the fog, the miseries of their lives. So this was the end of the poem, where poet shows hope for these some slum children, and the only hope for these slum children is education. And through this education, they can create history. They can put a mark. They can put a mark in the history, and they can change their poor life. Alright students, now we finish with the poem, and now you read some of the important questions based on this poem, and then you have to solve the other questions. I'll send you the assignments for the same. Thank you students. I hope you understand well this poem, and any doubt you please listen the audio again, and you can ask me personally. You can send me your messages on your Microsoft app. Thank you. Have a great day.